talked about Procana before on this channel. We like them. We've used a few of their products now. They're high quality. They check all of our boxes when we're looking for a good CBD brand. And today I'm sharing something cool. It is a CBD CBG 1-to-1 tincture. So at this point, I feel like most of you know what CBD is, and I talk about it a lot. The main reasons that we use it is for calming, overall homeostasis, overall wellness. We give it to our dog. My husband and I both take it, and we are very pro hemp users. So we use CBD regularly. There are tons of benefits in using it daily as well. The first thing that I'm going to do today is talk about how CBD and how CBG are different. And they're similar. They're just different parts of the plants that work a little bit differently and work well together. So CBG, and I have my notes here because anything scientific or specific names I do not remember. So Cannabigerol is a non-psychoactive cannabinoid. So something important to take away right away from the video is that CBD and CBG are both non-psychoactive. They contain less than 0.3% THC, which means that you do not get high when taking a tincture like this. Okay. Back to CBG. So it's found in lower levels of both marijuana and hemp plants. CBG is the parent molecule from which other cannabinoids are synthesized. CBG is a compound that is just more recently studied, so it's a newer known compound, and it has the ability to boost anandamide, which I will put here because I'm terrible at pronouncing, but it's the body's native bliss molecule. So Procana has found a way to pull the compound and concentrate it into tincture, this right here, which is super cool. I love when new studies and new developments and new just research is done, because so many more benefits are found, and just this plant is amazing. So I love reading about this stuff. I love learning new things, and I love CBG. I love just the whole thought of it. So basically it's a newer part of the hemp plant, and it works with your mood more than just a regular CBD tincture. Awesome. And then CBD, if you are not already familiar, is the non-psychoactive cannabinoid, and it is one of the more abundant of molecules in both marijuana and hemp plants. CBD is a wonderful molecule that may assist in maintaining a balanced endocannabinoid system, so basically, in my terms, CBD has things that attach to things in our body. It works with our body. We have an endocannabinoid system. So when we take CBD, our body knows what to do with it. And not everyone needs it. Not everyone needs that balance. It's rare for someone to just be balanced, but it doesn't go without saying that not every single person needs CBD, and not every single person may feel the effects of CBD because they might not need it. They might just be super balanced already, which lucky you if you are, because I'm definitely not. So the CBD works to balance our endocannabinoid system by activating the CB1 and CB2 receptors, which are throughout our body and mostly brain and nervous system, but in some organs too. So it's super cool. It's all throughout your body. I love homeostasis, learning about that, and just overall wellness and kind of maintenance and prevention, and preventing disease. And the main reasons that we use CBD regularly is for anxiety, for calm, to help us just reset and balance and calm our nervous system and mood, but also just overall wellness and making sure our body is in balance. CBD comes in all kinds of forms. There are gummies, tinctures like this, there's capsules, all kinds of products. Like, it is so popular, and so many different people are putting it in so many different products. So when you take a capsule or a pill form or an edible or that type of product, it's going to process, I think, through your liver. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. But then when you take a tincture like this and take it sublingually, which is just putting it under your tongue, it kind of just activates through that membrane instead of going through your whole body. So taking an oil or a tincture works faster but doesn't last as long, whereas capsules and edibles take a little bit longer to kick in, but they will last longer. That's just kind of how they work in your body and the difference in that. CBD can also be used topically, which is another reason or another way we use it quite a bit. So I like to hold stress and different emotions right here in my shoulders and neck, and so I get really tense and like little muscle knots and tightness and whatever in my shoulders. So using muscle rub, should I say massage oil muscle rub, is another way that I love using CBD. Is so helpful. So I mentioned we give CBD to our dog too. We have a 1.5-year-old Aussie Doodle, and she is full, high energy, loves playing, loves attention. She's very happy-go-lucky, and so sometimes she needs some CBD, especially when we leave, because she is very spoiled in the sense that we are home all the time. We both work from home, and besides the girls being at school in and out, we are here like most of the time. So when we do leave, she gets a little bit nervous and anxious, just because she's used to being around us all the time, and it's very rare, but when we do leave her, we give her CBD. So this is the Procana CBD vet formula. There's, I think, 3 different bottles. It just goes by the weight of your dogs. With pets, you just want to make sure that you're giving them a pet specific formula, because it is very much lower dosage than for humans, and just make sure you're reading the bottle, the label, and make sure you're giving them the right dosage, because less is more. So this one specifically, one full dropper is 6 milligrams, which is about what we give her. She has treats anywhere from between 6 to 10 milligrams, so it's pretty much what we give her. And the other thing to note is if you give it with a full meal, it's going to work less. It is going to be less potent, but if you give it to her just with a small treat or just drop this straight into their mouth, it's going to work a little bit more. Starting small, reading the bottle, kind of working your way up too. So if you don't notice a huge difference, you can up the dosage a little bit. Make sure you just monitor them and see how they react. She just is a lot more calm. We also give it to her if we know we have people coming over, because she is a little crazy. So it just kind of brings that sense of calm to her. And again, with the overall wellness and homeostasis, things like that, that's why we give it to her too. Like, her wellness is as important as ours. So we just want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to help her stay healthy too. A little bit more about Procana, because I've been talking about them, so why should you buy from them? They are, their plants are grown in Oregon and Colorado, so they are US based. Their extraction method, which is how they get the CBD oil from the plant, their method is the CO2 extraction method, which you can Google. It is safe, it leaves behind no toxins. It's a really good, effective way to get the CBD oil, so that is good. That's these are all things too that you should look into, whatever brand you're using. These are really important things that you need to know about the brand before you take their products. They are tested for quality. Third-party testing is very important. So on the bottom of each bottle, it will have the lot number, the manufacturer date, the expiration date. But another reason I love Procana is that they were founded in 2013, so they've been around for a while. They do a lot of research, and they are up on the different studies and research. For example, CBG oil 1-to-1. This is really cool. If you haven't looked into this or seen a product like this, I highly recommend checking it out. I love the difference and the extra benefits versus just regular CBD oil. And then lastly, I just love that they have a product for everyone, because some people don't like these oils, like they don't want to have to measure something out, where I think it's easier to kind of control your dosage this way. It's just a personal preference, so if you don't like that, just pop a gummy or just a capsule that you know exactly how much is in each one. But there's products for everyone. There's even topical products for pets like I just shared, and they also have products that you can vape as well if you were into that. So there's something for everyone. We have just been super happy. I wanted to share mainly the difference between CBD and CBG because I thought it was cool, but if you have any questions on the brand or on CBD or on how we use it in different ways, I don't know, I get random questions all the time. If you have any, leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.